Hey guys, welcome to CrushCarb, where we crush carbs, not flavors. The holiday season is here, and this is the time when I love to make all of those festive desserts and meals. And so today, I'm sharing with you all my favorite recipe for Christmas sugar cookies. I absolutely love these. These are low carb and healthier than the regular cookies, so let's jump right in. So to get started, we're going to be working on our batter. So I have here 1/4 cup of unsalted butter that is softened. So make sure you just have it at room temperature and it's soft. So I'm going to be transferring that to a bowl here. And next, we're going to be adding 1/4 cup of powdered allulose. You can use whatever sweetener you want to use, but make sure it is the powdered version. And then next, I'm going to be adding 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. I highly recommend this. This is what gives you that bakery flavor. The flavor that you get with those cookies from the bakery, this is what's going to give you that flavor. So make sure you add that. Next, I have here 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now we're going to be beating all of these ingredients together until they get creamy. So make sure you always start off on a low speed and then you increase the speed. All right, so you can see here all our ingredients are mixed together and it looks nice and creamy, just how you want it. And so now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding 1 egg and then we're going to beat that again. All right, we got our eggs all beaten together with all of our other ingredients. That's what we have. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be mixing in our dry ingredients. So first off, I have here 2 cups of almond flour. This is blanched almond flour. This is my go-to for low carb meals. And next we're going to be adding a pinch of salt. This is sea salt. I always like to add this just to balance out the sweetness in the cookies and anything I'm making as a dessert in general. And then 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. We need that baking powder to get our cookies to rise. And now we're just going to mix this all together until you form a dough. All right, and we have a soft dough that is formed. It's exactly what you want. And so now what we have to do is we need to refrigerate our dough so it's easy to work with. So I am going to wrap my dough here in a plastic wrap. Cover it up in a plastic wrap. Refrigerate it for about 20 to 30 minutes. I like to do it 30 minutes. And then we're going to work on rolling it out. So I had made my dough ahead of time and I refrigerated it. And so you can see this is what it looks like. It's a little on the solid side. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be putting our dough between 2 parchment papers and 2 sheets of parchment paper in the dough inside of there. And then we're going to roll this out to about 1/4 inch of a thickness for our dough. Just roll it out. All right. So you can see here, that's exactly how thick you want it to be. So I have a baking pan here that's lined up with the parchment paper. And so what we're going to be just doing now is we're going to be using our festive Christmas cookie cutters and we're just going to cut out our cookies. And here we are. I have all of my cookies ready, cut out into various festive shapes, and it smells so good. I can just smell that almond extract. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And so now all we have to do is we just need to bake these in the oven at 325 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Make sure you keep an eye on it because you want to make sure that they're just golden brown and you don't want to burn them. So while our cookies bake, I'm going to be making our icing for our sugar cookies. So I have here 1 cup of powdered allulose. Make sure you're using the powder version of whatever sweetener you want to use because you want to have a nice icing that's nicely blended. So I'm going to be transferring that here to a bowl. So this is 1 cup of powdered allulose. Next, I'm going to be adding here 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. And then lastly, I have your 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm just making a classic vanilla flavor icing. You can make whatever flavor you want to make. And now we're just going to whisk all this together. Alrighty, and our icing is ready. Look at that, that's exactly what you're looking for. It's basically just like the thickness of a pancake batter, right? It's not liquidy, it's not too thick, it's just that it's a little bit on the runny side. So that's exactly what you're looking for. So using powdered allulose, I had to add 5 tablespoons of heavy cream. By mistake, I mentioned 2 earlier, it is 5. But it really depends on the sweetener that you're using. So start out with 2 tablespoons and then see how it looks and then add a little bit more afterwards if you're not using powdered allulose. And our cookies are done, so let's take a look. Oh my goodness, look at that. They look beautiful. Even if they get a little bit on the dark side, that's absolutely fine. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to let this sit here. You want to let these cool down because as they cool down, they're going to firm up. So you do not want to touch your cookies until they're cooled down to room temperature, and then we're going to dip it in our icing. So cookies have cooled down to room temperature, and so now all we're going to be doing is we're just going to be drizzling the icing on top of the cookies. I'm just going to use a spoon. You can use whatever method you want to do, and I'm just going to spread some right on top of each of the cookies. And our Christmas sugar cookies are ready. Take a look how gorgeous they look, and they smell so good. So I coated them on top with our icing that we prepared, and I decorated them on top with edible glitter. You can decorate it however you like to. You want to decorate it. You can put food coloring in your icing as well and just apply that on top. However you want to decorate it, be creative. Oh my gosh, it smells so good, and I cannot wait to taste. So time to taste. I'm gonna go for this Christmas tree right here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look how perfectly it's baked at the bottom. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Mmm. Super delicious. Oh my god. No one will be able to tell these are made with almond flour and they have no sugar in it. It's made with allulose, healthier, lower in carbs. Oh my god. Absolutely delicious. I love making these every time during this time of the year. And not just the Christmas ones, even just regular sugar cookies. Make them any time of the year. Oh my god. You guys need to try this. You guys are going to love this recipe. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to CrushCarb. Try this out and let me know in the comments below how you liked it. So until next time, let's keep cooking, experimenting, and as always, let's keep crushing carbs!